Team SEAL Consultancy deals with all environmental and security consultancies. We also do thesis, project and proposal writing for commercial purposes and student career guidance. We deal with environmental and security related thematic subject matter, highly qualified impact assessment, audit-led expert accredited by NEMA. We also deal with pure research, project writing, thesis and proposal formulating. Areas of interest include security, environment, criminology, social work, governance, public administration, political science, disaster management, and many other core general areas of interest in our research field. For more information, contact us at 0720248585 0720248585. Our email address is teamseallimited@gmail.com. Karibu Team SEAL Consultancy.
Chakari tukuria obotamben nomoroberio obokano yo minto kurwa igase gitasenika kyo minto TV. Uyu nomoroberio origeti gokomanyia kogosemia na boigo okorokereria andonsia ria okorekana imeyense yabwatekaine nechisemi richiko siasa oboremi chigaseti na boigo ebitage biri bigendete okorekana imeyense asoborai na siasa cy'umwaka o 2027. Bwata etariki kerari tukuna inje chefa stratemo imeyo moroberio obokano yo minto erinde bwesemie na boigo bwemanyie amange aya okorekana imeyense. Ne omwanchi omorigereria aya no monchoreria gose omorandia gose omorokia gose omonyagitari otagete emeremo yao enyare kumanyekana gochia asa abantu abange bono egetaseni kyo minto TV nigo kyo kwari bagari ya mono erinde kobeka ebiasara bya asembeo erinde binyare kumanyekana asa abantu abange bono etoke nigo bwate eduka yokonia amariogo gose chemistry otware eduka yokonia mariogo yetugo gose chindaya chetugo eye manyekaine buna agrofet gose esukuru yao otagete enyare kumanyekana asa abantu abange bono egetaseni kyo minto TV nigo kyo kwari bagaria bene kobeka ritangazo ria asembeo aserigori yomobuko twakere esimi ase namba ya 0708488488 wose ototomereri uko wetera ase namba yeyo orende ase omutandao o WhatsApp boigo nabo gototomera email yao wetera ase email yaito ya TV oyo minto @gmail.
Iyi noyo minto TV egetacho kiamangana manuke.
Omonto mureto gochaka Amayia kurase county ya Kisii ekarabono abarai kurwa ase ensemo gosekia makiria kia Jubilee orogongo rwa Kisii nigo bono basokirie na kugikeria ogutume kwa bube kwa basaye ase emisangirikano au ya siasa ekarabono bagoteba nigo abasaye bagutume kwa bube koreta chiburaburu nigo bono bakonye babako baburi abasaye tibatume kwa bube ekarabono enseto ya Kenya egendete kwa yarigania obochori bore bosio.
Government is supposed to protect human life and the property. What we are seeing in Kenya today is most unfortunate and very sad, because yesterday we saw Kisumu, wounds who are being sponsored by government agents. We saw what happened in Orikarau Nyandarua, where a policeman shot somebody who was innocent. We condemn this because really, as Kenya, if we go down that road, then we will not be our country. We will not be able to have a country. We are appealing to the government of Kenya to come and take its responsibility as government a little bit seriously, because if it continues this way, then we are totally going to be a failed state. Here in Kisii, we are having a lot of bullying, a lot of violence, a lot of insecurity all over. And the financiers and the sponsors of this particular violence are known. And we are also asking government to take the necessary required steps so that these particular people can be arrested and taken to court.
Kesi included because tunalipa kodi. Atuulizi kukupembeleza. It is our right. Imeweka katika katiba yetu. Lazima kila mtu apate haki yake. Haki ya mwingine inaisha pale yangu inaanzia. Na serikali inapoangalia mambo yakitendeka namna hii ni kama mchezo na moto. Na sijui kwa nini na hii maneno yote is we say the buck stops with the head of state. Honorable Dr. William Samuel, a man who has gone to school, he knows what is right to do. He wrote on a promise of not using state organs and said you have to punish people. Lakini ameenda akaona kwamba imekuwa utamu kugandamiza watu, and I'm telling you, there is no pressure, no intimidation. Nothing can stop an idea whose time has come.
That anybody who is empowered using this to protect himself and insulate himself and to harm other people. When you are out of that place, when you are out of that power, do you expect to be protected? That's the position you should put yourself in. We are asking, and this president is ours. He's the president for everyone else. We have worked with him, the children that have spoken. We have worked with him. But again, the people who are suffering. Why should we suffer when he knows us? Why shouldn't he feel our pain? Why should he be the one to pour our blood? We need this to stop because Boigo
n'abalimi bechaye ko chinsemo chiria chabo basi nigo bono barure ogokura gochia ase omugabana bwe county ya Kisii Moske Paul Simbarati ronya kobaga ko barentera guseko bairera omuwaziri bw'oburemi bw'enseto ya Kenya erio banya kubako mueresa emechando eyo bagwetera ase chi factory chiabo gati emechando ile bono bakubulia ngeri bono bagoteba abasayambaro bakurina chigali chigoro na koitera guseko baga echaye yabo egento bono gekogera kero bakugenda gupima chikiro banyora chikiro chiakea kurengana nekeri omuremi arusi mugondo niko bono bamubure mugabana bwe county ya Kisii kurigere amangana yu nako bakonya
abaremi korwa se factory ya nyamache na itumbe nigo barure kirego cha mugabana Paul Simbarati anyara koba ngako esoigati eri kunyara koba ngako ligeria mangana awa ibagendete gwetera
factory ga batete ya 1.2 billion eyire wo kubitanga ine kanyengema kibese jinga gicyaro ko rusi wasi bengi nane ngayicyaro kujya ese dinere bona ibe gandere to kwaga gitumbe ese diye yarenge ko rukaiditiye yabatebetinga ese diye kwaga chwa etari koira wetan kibese 2 million lakini bona iga ego soki 6 million no monto kwaga jese dio is just a quack monto yo tendering ta ko proper una e procedure nga ekerege ndoge kwaga jese factory oike procedure bwa tu tendering ya koru abantu babulae bachuchu bamanye no muwaga cyumuyano ruri oraga jese dio
abalimi abaiga nigo barure kirero kyayo chese governor abaligeria omuwaziri bw'oburimi ya Kenya anyare koba gakurigereria amang'ana wao aiba kunyara koba bagwitira ase oboremi bwechae
iga omogambi ito tobwate noyo okorokung'a Simba Alert na Mtume na Bagaka Chako igo ase abaremi aba bagendete kona korera ase obwango nanie mogavana Simba Alert ase ogwancha kwao kwange otobekere meeting ere bwango ang'ene ase omotienyi oyo gose abagaremi ntoiki okonyeka nyona gabonasi gakinga basa gochigocha siringi 10
boigo nigo baruro kobore uchase gavana muna anyare koba kagweso igatieri kurigereria amang'ana ayo konachwa kera ekiro asogo pima okomo nigo bakanire amang'ana most content ng'anigo are enjeremo yoboibi
egento ngere giachitega iga bakurusi ekira yemo ase omoremi buna echaye ebwata amache okobori kwane director bo director onde bwesi naro tobwati amanyi ngo mobere gose amache kiagera ekero bwata amanyi kana amache igo kogenderera gokina kurura magebe kagwata kobo monto monene asiri wakirimo nyare otoikeri ni tukobeke meeting ya onyamache tukoganyete kaburi atoko amang'ana yonsi bia kwanu egero toro gose no toskio bori myo toskage nane nyone pona sindo base ko jigonya singi kom uno mwakori ni singi kom tiarenge agyaba wage mwana na chesukuru
boigo nigo barurekerero gochia se chifactory chibere kurigereria amang'ana ya abajenzi ubanyare ko bagwichura sigari cyo gupime chae asebuna nigo bakwirari bageria na kubaiteri chae cha basobonge
Simba Alert atokonye chaya itoko genda mugondo muno mugasoyore twatora togoike tundu bari twanyora abakarani atensi yatoru gabara 10 batoiterie cha abaremi abange bari mugondo gabana batamire bachire mogeni
bamura bagocha botuko baiteria abangina chichaye cheiterwabu bori mibwito mbori kama kawaida bona kurumaiga bwarenge bona si arengo bona base utangasa bona stay on toko bori gwitaso gocha sabatere gitana moto konye kuna keni kaburi atkwana atebya abaremi negine gento aba science bacha bakoibera abaremi barangirite abatere gita Nairobi abatere gita bari bagukana na egente gemoko totebi na tujiko na chabari mjiro ntoramanya gwika tujiko tebya abanyene barabu akagenda ari aba science abakaibwana muna baibwana nete bagaje gusakura umuremiji cyane bona nari wateba ntubwa imani n'abatere gitaba ntubwa imani body ya itumbe na nyamache Mr. Governor, Your Excellency, nyakyura konyo umuremi oyo egiagana naye mambiene next year echukuro gocha kubori umuremi oyo totora ikachukura etotage totorente minister ya agriculture gosaba n'abarimi baminti
abari ekibogoreti abantu 10 abatotoresa timubwaterana n'omwana oito Maiko Motume motokonyi masigeisi tigakitokonyo murayo ito twagochorete Simba Alert tigakigwato tigatogochandika echaya ito yachandekire
Pirigita Senike Mito TV nje Brian Bichanga
Boigo chiwiki bere chaetire korwa omuroberio okazi mashinani ochagete ime ye county ya Kisii ekarabona mugabana we county ya Kisii Moskepo Simba Alert abete gakora omuroberio nigobono abasaye korwa sebungi abo machoga ya barabu beso kire na komwakera mbe yamono omugabana ase okobachora boyigona kubanyura ase emerobero gati yabo n'omuroberio oyiga okazi mashinani nigobono ba rureire yogoche kumubwatesia ase obochori bare bosio ekarabona bakubabuli abantu kubachora abarai balibono bare bosio kurigeria amang'ana ya magenderero
Nekakagie chiki bere bono maiga yomuroberio kazi mashinani kobwate kwa bene n'umugavana bwe county ya Kisii Moskepo Simba Alert asaba sawe wetani chiribubire banyato kwa bakanyora libagalitanga niri uchokora emeroberi aho ase chipara chinyagitane chiabise che serikali nyime county ya Kisii
Makae Nkuru ekenyoro Kenya bongo getuo Kenya bongo yuwake kura bochibura buwode torega iga si umusike gavana Simba Alert atoa ase para ya magena nyambunwa kuyongeti ekogenda mbakende bo basirugo bikura iga stogenda rota kasi masinani ntogenda takokora emirimo ene chinguru cheigoro erinde tuwakikise ng'egasi ya gavana yakorekanire nande twarendire chipara twakorire usabi asikinya gitari ntwakora nyambunu nyagitari iga tugakora magena mate health center nande ntogendera tobisi umugambi ntwagenda tugakorera tukarubora makarabati
kurwa se bunge ya umachoge borabu abasaya munigo besokiri na kumwakira umugavana Simba Alert mbiamono boigo koliira guchikokorega siye asobwegenwa nenjera yomo Ithio kwene kianga chinyagitari chipara chiabise gonyara chireko bekwa asencherere engia
ningoira ribagirira wakira His Excellency Paul Simbarati hasa watoya shiga ya kazi mashinani njebuna musaye nindo chichibese chango chapanyara the end of the month zichinkonye ninchaka nane biasa bikaigo nita progress
itanganirete kwiraniria mubako mwesimiwa gavana Simbarati mbia mona asinge nchukwa sakurigiriria na karanchira arakonye anene mona abantu bali muna muroje Kenya kigasi abolire abasaye bali ba aboliru kigasi mbia mona asinge nchukwa mwesimiwa arorirenga aisiko panyorere gasi yeiga ntonyore besa nebesi netokonya ndakonye umuntu gwatekerengera ryo kwanda koiba litoke ryo umuntu gusugusa ligendo cy'umuntu at least na mokonyoranga ebesi ya mukibiri bisi igo tigire ekerengereri kiryabwate ekebe igo mugabana Simbarati enenjere yemo akonyire mechanderi rese binyoro iyo egendete guchanda abantu abangu bali bibiwango byese batagwatibesa igo no enenjere yo kamuro chegasi egendete gaiga nikimanyirira nga simbo nyarire gasi nande simba ntuta
abasaya baiga nigo balire ira gochigotumeka ebitoke baranyora kura somoroberio yo eliko bagendereria haso bugima bwabosio
nje munanjo mwana yuti egasiendo chenga yankonyire biga ekiagera nkonyora nde keregeke nji kwimukiria sigi asara kirikia nembwate bali bare isiko abakaka baito tobwate egenteke Paulo Simbarati agatoa egenteke niko kegotokonye nyumba yaito na bana baito anyo mwana ororo tarabwate kati ole nyumba mwane oikamo bwatie kati
niko basegetira abasaye bali bataranya ko baba kubwata chikadi chechikura heri banyara ko baba gwesoke be gutwara chikadi heri gochiko nyara ko bahochora baraiya baya asobochori bogocha umwaka wa 2025 ibere
ntobone gasete kurtwa chagete gasi date 6 challenge ndorare nene mono because agent okiaro chakoto challenge ne mbure nyinge patiteratu ndonye gasete chipara chinde cha magenje twachikolire tore gaiga kupotire bone pare to bwate ne abotire korunyi bate paka kyabuga smart
boigo ni go bamwakira muje mono kigimo mugabana bwe county ya Paul Simbarati asoko baamini na ko bali baga asebalire ira hochiko mubwate sia sobo chori bogocha
yesa twakina ntwana korara buya muno boiga twarorire
nane irimbo ya sega Simbarati arwete se county ngima ya Kizi iyo watu jiwota 45 constituency kianda a program ya jagete ni eleve transparent because every region inekunire na every region omuntu naro konye represent egasi ya toire nkonya rere goto KSM ya moyo butaka kiagera chibe sipabanyora at the end of the month njito konye to post in one way of the other so ingege ndo gyo kanda tebya bantu bide bakisi tigaba yo mugako yo etamu ya kabere kiagera ora kimuna na pale kere baba tebe igaba soimuna mali kuna penyenia kuna njia kwa hivyo we hope that there is much that the governor is going to do because he has just shown that he is able so tiga tumwe tamu ya kabere elinde nitu abantu muna abasami nabona tuchali toje twekonye
golipotiri kitasini ikyo Yominto TV koroiga se bunge ya machoke burabuye county ya Kisii inje Brian Bichanga
togotigana nayo boigo abarayi bali barensemo yo kwamereria eserikali nigo bono babeire bakoraga ekiara ebyara gocha ase kyombekeria kyo bochori ne chimbebe IEBC ase gento bono bagoteba nyigo ekombye chisegi echibono chigende tokorekana Chinsa mochiria chia all kalau boigo nigo bono bagoteba eserikali nigo emanyete amangana yo chisekorende terigo kora kende gyonsi boigo babeire bakubaraga ebyara mo waziri bo bangana yo borendi boime umusike kipchumba Komen boigo no mo PS Raymond Omolo asege ndobana bagoteba mbali gukora gasi yabo mna etakeire
abarayi kurwa asensemo yo kwameria serikali nigo baragire serikali ekiara ase chibura bure cyo cyabere chikonekiwa ase chinsemo imeyense ya Kenya bakorawa amono morayi wekiama kya Wiper Kalonzo Musyoka Martha Karua amana Justin Muturi ni gabara yawo bamuchire serikali ase chibura bure cyo kigendete konekiwa amonense media etenenerete obolendi imeyense.
However, what is already evident is that political intolerance is steadily replacing democratic engagement, and also that violence is specifically unleashed and targeted at the opposition leaders.
Bono ni gobabolire serikali amune kiombe kiligetenrete chikura gose IEBC kweneke buna obocholi bwo olkalang kobabole obocholi bwo bwasioku n'obocholi bwekene. Bono nigo basabire balia bakobwatikana n'echigura bulekyo kwimukirigwe getambukero gie serikali na kobolia abasaye koba maiso elio mbaba bagutumeka bobe ase obocholi bwogocha.
They point to a dangerous and growing pattern of political violence that threatens our constitutional democracy, national cohesion, and the rule of law. Reports circulating in public domain indicate that confrontations occurred around a church service in Kisumu attended by opposition leaders, while separate incidents of violence were reported in Nyahururu. The full facts surrounding these incidents must be independently established through prompt, impartial and transparent investigations. However, what is already evident is that political intolerance is steadily replacing democratic engagement, and also that violence is specifically unleashed and targeted.
Once violence becomes an accepted instrument of political competition, no community, no political party, and no citizen will remain safe. History teaches us that political violence rarely harms politicians most. It destroys the livelihoods of ordinary Kenyans or citizens. The buck stops with William Ruto and his regime. Unfortunately, the CS for Internal Security, One Kipchumba Murkomen, and his PS Raymond Omolo are playing partisan politics, which distorts the role of security agencies.
To our fellow citizens, wazalendo wenzetu, do not allow yourselves to become instruments of violence on behalf of any political interest. Refuse to be recruited into gangs. Refuse to retaliate against fellow citizens. These are your brothers and sisters. Protect one another, uphold the Constitution, and insist that political differences be resolved through lawful institutions, not through the streets. Integrity of elections and your very own office is eroded. What happens on Thursday will demonstrate whether or not you are an impartial arbiter, your capacity to order free and
officials, and are under your direct command, and you must issue any lawful orders, and any partisan engagement by police will be attributed to you if not acted upon.
Nkulipata yegeta seni kyoyo Minto TV amalithane mariga Cosmas.
N'abakora emirimo bobochenu nigo bono batebire gochakira iwiki gochia bare gochakia omugirobo maega yokorwa amatuko 18 gochia ase serikali eryo enyara kobaga gwekerania amagani bono ayobono ekyombe kyo gekoboria nigo bono kegoteba ekyombe keria kyabagabana nkeriko tegerera amangana gose amagani aria bakobori batia bona mangani aria yokorikwa nseyo moroberi o permanent and pensionable igona manganaria ACBA.
The National Assembly, together with the Senate, allocated the money for the transition of universal health coverage staff from contracts to permanent and pensionable. But then there is still confusion between the Council of Governors that they wanted the 8.9 billion relate to them through the equitable share, through the Division of Revenue Act, other than through the conditional grant. And what we don't understand is that despite all the conditions being met as the Council of Governors wanted, they continue to refuse to give permanent and pensionable letters.
Continued refusal to resolve these disputes constitute clear violation of Labour Relation Act of 2007, Employment Act of 2007, and Constitution of Kenya of 2010.
We wonder, as leaders in this country, what is the government waiting for to give or to issue PNP letters to the UHC workers? And again, the same government, we issue as public, we issued demands that we still need a centralized way of bargaining, a centralized way of negotiating a return to work, a congressional agreement. It has not actually responded. As we speak right now, there's no response. As we say, we are actually available for constructive engagement, there's no response. And as it comes on 20th, we want to tell the members of the public that the health of this country will be in jeopardy.
Ekerabono abakenya bagendete korera igoro yogokino yogokina kwirigoriria maguta nigobono umuwaziri okurigeria mangana a energy omoske Opiyo Ndai atebirenga eserikali ngochiere gosukia amatuko arebosio aibono konyora eserikali abekire ase VAT ribono yare goteba ngochiere korwa goche ase abakenya nenjeremo yogokeyirigoriria maguta ekerabono bagoteba chisegi chigendete ase chinse chiriabono chiko
As part of the government's commitment to cushioning households and businesses from international market volatility, and in consultation with the National Treasury, we have extended the application period of 8% for 8% of value-added tax, that is VAT, on petroleum products for a further 3 months. Until the 14th of October 2026. Further, in the July-August 2026 pricing cycle, the government will deploy a subsidy from the Petroleum Development Levy to the tune of Kenya shillings 945 million to sustain the current price levels. These interventions, ladies and gentlemen, reflect our broader commitment to protecting consumers, supporting businesses, and safeguarding the economy from external shocks, while ensuring that petroleum products remain as affordable as possible under prevailing global market conditions. I therefore wish to reassure motorists, public transport operators, manufacturers, farmers, businesses, investors, and indeed all consumers that there is adequate fuel across the country, and that the government remains steadfast in ensuring that that particular situation continues to obtain for the long haul.
Omanchumurigeri abono ngokorera Amayia Chinsa Ibere chabono botuko na bogoto ikera gwetera sensemu ya Facebook mna TV Oyominto Chinsa mochiria cha YouTube Oyominto TV Kenya erio bwonyorere emerebere ao eibon ekubye kwa ase chinsemu icho nchenkoro kumatha Kwamboka nigobo igonku mwakirambu yamono omo director ne Cosmas Mariga so kweneke irio gine chibicha yago ikeire asenchira yobo ikera nutwaro botuko buya.